Hey guys, welcome back to 100 Days of Wicca. My name is Christopher, and I thought it would be kind of important to make sure that one of the first videos on this channel talks about the misconceptions around Wicca. And there are a lot. There are so many, in fact, that I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is probably going to be the first video of many. And don't forget that this is more than just a video, this is a conversation. So if you disagree with something that I say, or if you have any questions or want to know more, or even just want to connect with other people of the same mindset, don't be afraid to jump down into those comments down below. And a quick disclaimer, I believe that absolutely every religion and faith and belief system is totally valid as long as it feels right to you. So nothing that I say in this video or any of my future videos is said with the intention of insulting either you or your religious beliefs. And should that happen, please know it was not my intention. All that I want to do is to help to share the information that I've gained in my journey as a Wiccan and to help you along your path as well. And secondly, Wicca is a very, very personal religion. Everyone practices it just a little bit differently. So if there's something that I say that you don't necessarily agree with, go ahead and start a conversation about it in the comment section below. But please, all I ask is that you respect the experience that I have gained as a Wiccan and that we can work together to increase the knowledge of anybody who is watching this video that may want to learn more. Not here to cause trouble, just here to teach you. Now that that is out of the way, let us jump into the video. Here are 5 common misconceptions about Wicca. Number 1, Wiccans worship Satan. This is like the most popular one. I don't know why this is so incredibly hard to get people to understand, but Wicca is not about worshiping Satan. In fact, Satan in our religion doesn't exist because Satan belongs in the Christian faith. So a lot of people believe that we worship Satan because of the imagery that Christianity has for Satan, because it's really common to picture him with like the horns and he's sort of mysterious and no one really knows what he's all about. And it's the horns that make people think that Wiccans worship Satan, because there is a very famous god named Pan who, I'll show you. So this is Pan, who is, I don't know how you can see him. He is known also as the Horned God, or the God of the Wild. And because he is worshipped by so many people who practice pagan faiths and has these little horns, when Christianity was trying to rise into popularity, they would take images of pagan gods and flip their meaning. And Pan was made to seem evil. And in the Christian faith, became Satan. In the Wiccan faith, he's not evil at all. He's actually a pretty great guy. I like him quite a bit. But he has nothing to do with the Christian faith. So really, neither do we. We don't worship Satan. We are a nature-based religion. The only thing that we worship is nature and the deity that can be found in it. That is all. Next, all Wiccans are girls. Nope. Not true. This comes out of the equality that Wicca really strives for. We see a really strong power in balance. So in Wicca, there is a god and a goddess. There's a masculine and a feminine, and they are both equally powerful. It is common for a lot of Wiccans to worship the goddess a little bit more. She is sort of seen as the cycle. So that is where a lot of people think that the dominant femininity comes in, but you do not in any way need to be lacking a penis to gain the ability to be a Wiccan. Which brings me to the next point. All male Wiccans are actually warlocks. Good old Hollywood just messing everything up. It is not true at all. In fact, most Wiccans, if they are called a warlock, will get offended, because it means some pretty nasty things. One of them means oath breaker or promise breaker. And as a Wiccan, the number one promise that we try to keep is, if it harms none, do what ye will, which is the Wiccan Rede. The number one thing that we strive for is to create as much positive change as we can and to damage as little as possible. That is our promise. And a warlock to a Wiccan is somebody who has broken that promise and has started using the knowledge that they've gained for means that don't benefit the earth. That's a warlock. So no, I am not a warlock. I am a Wiccan, and I am one of the Wiccans who practices magic in a way that I feel totally comfortable also being called a witch. But I am not a warlock. Don't ever call me that. I am a Wiccan. Number 4, all Wiccans must be born Wiccan to be a Wiccan. This is not true. Wicca is one of those faiths that it really calls. It lets you know when you're meant to be a Wiccan. And see, the thing that I've always just it never really worked in my brain is, if you have to be born a Wiccan to be a Wiccan, then that means that there should have been a first Wiccan. And if you can't tie your lineage back to that first Wiccan, then you're not a Wiccan? Huh? So if you feel like you are being called to practice Wicca and you are willing to live your life under the tenets of the Wiccan religion and to practice it and develop your knowledge in it, then you, my friend, are a Wiccan. That easy. You don't have to jump through any fiery hoops to be a Christian, and you don't have to balance a sword on your nose to be a Buddhist, so you definitely don't need to track your lineage to be a Wiccan. And the last thing I'm going to talk about today, number 5, if a Wiccan is not in a coven, they are not a Wiccan. Once again, that means that there had to be an original Wiccan somewhere who had a whole bunch of babies that they worked in a coven with, and it wouldn't be a coven, it would be a family reunion. I personally am a solitary Wiccan. I've been a solitary Wiccan almost my entire time as a Wiccan. I have definitely learned and worked with other witches, but I'm a solitary and I really enjoy working as a solitary. I find that I need to be on my own to be able to focus. Not that I'm saying I would never be in a coven, because I would definitely consider it if there were people who enhanced and encouraged my energy work and my spiritual growth, but I haven't met those people yet. But I feel like I have definitely grown and developed and worked on my skills and my knowledge and my confidence as a Wiccan, as a solitary, and I don't feel like any of the work that I've done, either religiously or magically, have ever been hindered by the fact that I'm doing it by myself. In fact, the situations where I've been with other Wiccans, because it doesn't call to me, I feel like those have been negatively impacted because I wasn't quite there. If you don't have any other Wiccans around you or any Wiccans you want to work with, you don't have to be in a coven to be a Wiccan. Like I said, this is probably going to be one of many videos about the misconceptions of Wicca, but I think it was important that this be on the channel at some point, so might as well just do it right off the bat. But I think I'm going to end today's video there, so if you liked it, please help me get the word out about this wonderful religion by giving this video a big thumbs up. And like I said, this is a conversation, not just a video. I want you guys to get talking with each other and with me down in those comments below. I will jump in as often as I can. I would love to help build an online community of Wiccans and pagans and just witches of all kinds, and we can just help each other grow and learn, because I want you guys to have like the knowledge from my head, and I want to take the knowledge from yours and put it inside of mine. That would be great. So go ahead, jump into the comments section below. If you're new here and you haven't done it yet and you want to get some more information about Wicca, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, merry meet, merry part, and until next time, merry meet again. Blessed be.